Hi, this is Jeannie Ortega with Breathecast Pulse, and we're in studio today with Colton Dixon.
What's up?
Finished 7 on season 11 of American Idol.
Yeah.
But you have gone on to achieve way greater things, and we are so excited. He has a new album currently available, Anchor, and we just want to get in your head. We want to talk about the record. We want to talk about the singles and whatever's happening in the life of Colton Dixon. So welcome, Colton.
Thank you. Good to be here. Thanks for having me.
So glad to have you.
Yeah.
So your current single at the time is More of You.
Correct.
But you have another one on the horizon.
There's another one on the horizon that we played a little bit earlier. It's called Through All of It.
Through All of It.
Yeah, it's a piano ballad on the record. It's
Beautiful.
the intimate moment on the record. We had a similar moment on the first record, but the song was so good we just couldn't pass it up and had to put it on the record. So.
That's,
Yeah.
I mean, we got a sneak peek. I'm sorry, you'll get a sneak peek too. And it was just so emotional. Like I can feel with every strike of the key and everything that you did. I can feel, you know, your heart in it, and I'm excited to see what the rest of the record is gonna sound like.
Yeah, stoked for you guys to hear it.
What was the inspiration behind Anchor?
Yeah.
First, can we talk about Anchor first? Like
Yes, absolutely.
the title.
Totally. Well, I had just released a Messenger, my first record, and started touring that and realized how easy it was to get caught up in the current of a schedule and how easy it was to get distracted while on the road. There are so many distractions out on the road. Not necessarily bad, but distractions nonetheless.
Yeah, busy.
Ping pong, cornhole, whatever.
I hear you're like a ping pong master.
I love ping pong. Anyway, besides the point. But man, I realized I needed the stability, and I needed that Jesus time every day, because if I didn't have it, I could tell. It's like you go a couple days without being in the Word, and you can just tell that your day is you're just not as focused as you normally would be. So I just realized I needed it, you know, and or needed the anchor, so to speak. So that's really kind of what inspired the CD. So
the entire CD, and is that the theme throughout the record, or tell us a little more about?
Yeah, I mean we
record?
We went off on a few tangents for sure, but you know, it's definitely a theme-based record. You know, it's the whole kind of drifting theme, like out in the middle of the ocean. Whenever trying to describe it to my label, I used Life of Pi as an example. It's like, you know, we're kind of caught there in our faith sometimes. And you know, there's a song called Walk on the Waves. It's about having enough faith to step out of the boat, step out of our bubble when God calls us to. You know, it's in the moments where we're maybe facing a hard time or going through a struggle that our faith is tested. We can either come out stronger or go backwards. Yeah. So just an encouragement to step out of the boat and to trust, because He's got your back. And so many different tangents. You know, one of my favorites on the record is a song called Limitless, which we're debating on being a single. Keep my fingers crossed, but it's just the idea, when Jesus left the disciples, He promised them something greater. You know, I think so many of us think, what could be better than walking and talking with Jesus? Yeah. But He said it was going to be far greater.
I know, it's crazy.
And I think that a lot of us, or most of us, myself included, we don't tap into that something greater. You know, when we accept the Lord as our Savior, we have that. You know, it's right here. So what that means is we can do the same stuff that Jesus was doing on earth, all the miracles, raising people from the dead. I know that's, you know, some people are like, hold up, but it's legit, and he calls it out right there, and it's only going to happen if we have the faith to make it happen.
Wow.
So that means that we're limitless, because He is limitless. So it's just a really cool idea behind that I kind of got smacked in the face with while I was out on tour. I was like, whoa. But yeah, just so many. And
even that, I gotta say, you're 22 years old. You've been on the road, you know, coming off of the American Idol success into contemporary Christian music success, because everyone just continued to follow you and love on you and support you. To just hearing what you're saying, you definitely are anchored in the Word of God and in His promises for your life, and you can definitely tell that you're not putting any limits on Him. what I noticed is that definitely when you did the American Idol thing, you weren't even doing it for yourself.
Right.
And it brings to my memory the scripture that says the last shall be first. You were there as a support system, and you wound up, you know, finishing in 7th place, which I wonder if that means anything supernaturally. And then God he took you out just in time because he wanted you for something greater. If the American Idol success didn't happen, it sounds to me like you probably would have still did the contemporary Christian thing. Is that correct?
Absolutely. It probably would have taken a little bit longer. But yeah, I remember being called to music ministry when I was 13.
Wow.
I'd taken piano for a few years and sang for the first time in public, sang I Can Only Imagine by Mercy Me, and just knew that was it. So I was definitely pursuing it regardless, but American Idol kind of helped jumpstart.
Can we talk about your edgy style? Because I must say, before American Idol, you were still pretty edgy. I remember you and your sister in season 10, and then seeing you, and you know, this is Colton Dixon. What has inspired? I mean, I know that God is doing something new in this generation, and just this kind of like bold in your face, like, you know, it doesn't really matter what you know, what's going on. I know God loves me. What inspires the style of Colton Dixon?
I went to a private high school, and the hair restrictions were, in my opinion, really ridiculous. Oh my God. I'm just saying, any painting you see of Jesus, he had long hair. Just throwing it out there, and a beard. But the hair rule was hair had to be trimmed above your eyes, ears, and shirt collar. So I outsmarted the system and went up with it instead. That's a true story.
So, and they let you?
And, well, they let me for a while. I got detention for it once, but when I asked them why, they couldn't give me an answer. And the year after I graduated, they put in the rule book that your hair couldn't be too tall.
No way.
So,
that's insane.
Yeah, I'm not going to forget that, by the way. Anyway, but yeah, I just always had the desire to be different, to be proud of who I was, and that was just being different, you know. I think so many kids are struggling with their identity.
I was going to say, talk a little more about that, because especially as a Christian, I must say, you know, I wasn't always a Christian, and then coming into it, you know, you can get shocked with the culture depending on the type of group that you're in, and just seeing young people like you, and there's tons of young adult pastors and all that are just kind of breaking the mold. Talk to us about that, you know, and how important it is to be Colton Dixon, who God called you to be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want, you know, if there's anyone who's not a Christian, or maybe you're new to it, I don't want you to get freaked out by the older generation culture of Christianity, because some of it is Bible thumping and other is just extremely conservative, and that's fine and great. Everyone has a preference, but it's not about a bunch of rules, and it's not about you know, a guideline of what you can and can't do. It's about a relationship with Jesus first and foremost, and whenever you continue on that relationship, you're going to want to do the right things. It's not a matter of, oh, I can't do that anymore. You're going to want to change. So as far as like where style and all that fits into it, man, it's just fun to be you, to know who you are and to be confident in it, and then to, I don't know, to take risks on half denim, half leather pants. Like, it's just, you know, just have fun with it, you know? So.
And can I say something? Because you're continuing to break the mold. Let's take this cover off real quick. Yeah. So this is you actually in the water.
Yeah, we...
How exciting was that?
It was really exciting and kind of scary. But yeah, we nixed the green screen idea and went for it. Big time on that. We had so much fun.
You felt like, you know, if we're going to do it, we're going all the way.
We're going big.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, Colton, you've accomplished a lot over the past couple of years. Quickly, we're going to wrap it up. But if you can say the one thing that you think has been the most incredible thing that you've accomplished.
Oh, gosh.
What would it be?
The reason why I do what I do, it's not necessarily one particular story over another. It's when I get to meet with fans, and they might share a story. It might be something I said, maybe a song I wrote, or a song we played, whatever. It is the coolest thing to see, or just to know that God is using me for something bigger than myself, or my own, you know, deal in music or whatever. that's the sole reason why I do what I do, and I get to have fun doing it.
Yes. And it seems like you're staying grounded, and I think it's very important. You know, you're on the road, you're staying grounded in the Lord as well, and that's so important.
If I don't, my mom is real quick to ground me, so.
That's good. So you have a support system as well.
I do. I've got great support, but yeah, that's definitely why I do what I do.
Well, Colton, we thank you so much.
Yeah.
Is there anything in the future, near future, that we can expect from you? Tours?
Yeah, I'm going to be on Winter Jam West Coast. Really, really excited about that. We're not on the West Coast near enough, so it's going to be awesome. We're going to be out with Hillsong United.
That's incredible.
Can't wait. I'm a big fan, so it's going to be fun.
Awesome.
But yeah, and we're working on a few things as well, so just keep an eye out for what's going on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Anchor in stores now.
Yep.
And Colton Dixon, be on the lookout for everything that he has to come. This is Breathecast, Junior Ortega. You're watching BC Pulse.